Okay, sorry everybody. I just sent out I just posted on the page. I'm about to send a message. Sorry about that. Hello. Sorry I'm so late. Send message. And there we go. I can't hear you, AJ, by the way. I don't know if you think your mic's on or not. Yeah, I this is the second time it's happened, but I forgot. I forgot about the Hangout. I've been very flustered. This is like a lot earlier than it usually is in terms of like when it is in the month also. So there we go.
Fucking third.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going, Adam?
Pretty good. How are you?
Actually kind of wanted to get drunk in some hot tubs.
Yeah. It's a fun experience. Hold on. I just need to send a message to somebody because I had some people that were going to come over in an hour, but I'm going to tell them to show up an hour later.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep, you good.
Sorry
okay,
about
I had to scramble to get my mic. I didn't know there was a Hangout.
Lol. What's up, boys?
Looking fine in the nice jacket, man. Damn.
Thank you. I decided that I'd dress a little bit classier than I normally do.
I had to turn my notifications off so that every 5 minutes we don't hear Eric Andre screaming "bird up."
There we go. Yeah.
What's up, Adam? Long time no see.
Sorry?
Long time no see.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Yeah, it's
Be right back.
Yeah, I made sure that this was early in the month because I'm gonna be gone out of town in like 2 days or something. So
Oh, damn.
then I kind of forgot that I put it early in the month. So, just
Patreon's like,
flustered. I've got
hey,
so much shit I'm doing, which is why I got like my YMS thing out already. So
That's fair.
Better late than never.
Yep. So hopefully, if people, I hope they get this message and show up an hour later, because otherwise people will be coming over in an hour, and I'll have to fuck off.
bullshit.
I'll make up if that does happen. I'll do an extra hour next time or something. Maglosia? I don't know what that is. This is a Hausu shirt. I don't know what Maglosia is. This is a Hausu shirt.
So I'm pretty happy to say, so I'm a tank mechanic, and we replaced a transmission on one of the vehicles. So pretty much every time people ask us what we were doing, I'm like, man, I've been stabbing a tranny all week.
Wow.
That's bad.
Yeah.
You've been stabbing a tranny all week.
Yeah, that's
wow.
It's like, that's what it's referred to when you're like connecting tank parts of the engine together as you're stabbing them.
Mm.
I'm gonna ask some of my transgender friends if they've ever heard of that.
Well, calling a transmission in a vehicle a tranny is a very common thing. So, and in the Army, we don't give a shit.
Well, yeah. I mean, like trans people can't even go in the Army anymore. Isn't there a ban?
Yes.
Can they be in the Canadian Army?
I don't even.
Yeah,
know.
I don't see why not. I really doubt there's a ban on trans people in Canada.
The only reason why it's banned in the Army for the U.S. is because right now there are different standards for female and male. So they don't want people just saying they're female to get around the standards.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't really think that. I don't think that's the reason why it was implemented, because that was never really stated among like all the political drama.
That's
to be perfectly honest, like if there's why is there a lower standard anyway? Right? Like I think that's more of an issue than a man identifying as a woman.
Yeah.
And then beating the standard for women, because like why does that matter? If there are different like expectations for women in the military in terms of like what kind of combat roles they're allowed to have.
Well, it's combat arms is fully open to them now. It's like just so every like 6 months or so we have to take a PT test, and it's like drastically different standards for female and male. Like they're trying to throw that out the window.
I mean,
kind of test.
Yeah, I mean, like either there shouldn't be different standards, or the standards should determine what kind of overall roles you're allowed to take when you're actually in combat, I guess. Liam, just super chat, thoughts on Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Well, it's not out yet, so I'm excited for it.
Margot Robbie looks
I
hot.
hope I get to catch it at Cannes.
Yeah, that's it. What is it? Your second time going to Cannes?
Yes.
Lucky.
Last night, I finally got around to watching The Room, and it was a magical experience.
Yeah?
It was. We were extremely drunk with a fuckload of popcorn. We'd made Riot Juice like weeks ago, which is like 4 parts Everclear, 2 parts Blue Crackle, 1 part
Everclear.
Apple juice. Yeah, no, it's
you must have gotten really fucked up.
You gotta get ready for the Eagles game.
Everclear is like 1 drink and then you're done.
I was like the black lady in the movie theater being like, Mark, don't do it. You're a good man.
Oh my fucking
Don't
god.
do it.
It reminds me of the time I went to see the 3rd Hobbit movie with my brother. I was just so shit-faced, and like it was. I had to watch it because the previous 2 Hobbit movies were so bad. But like I needed to like watch it ironically. Like this was the big finale. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry if I'm on my phone a little here and there. I'm just trying to coordinate because I had people that were supposed to come over in an hour, and now I have to, like, I'm telling them to wait another hour so we can get a good couple hours of hangout in.
It's fun.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Sorry. Like I been doing the hangout thing since what, 2013?
Yeah.
Like 6 years. This is the second time I forgot about it.
You're like,
not a bad ratio, I guess.
Everybody's late to work every once in a while. So
I just forgot about it. I forgot it was happening today. Because it's usually later in the month, and I forgot I scheduled it for like earlier.
I didn't know it was happening today either.
Oops.
I did.
Nobody was up to date.
Yeah. So when I got like a notification saying that it was going on, I was like, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah, like I was in the middle of we were just
stop everything.
Some Team Fortress, and I was just like, "Oh shit, I gotta go," and just Alt F4 the game.
Oopsie. Did you guys catch my new video?
Yeah.
Yeah,
very good.
Really fun today. It was really funny.
With some better planning, I think it could be fun. You know.
Apparently, I mean, like the footage that I saw from the other cities they did it in didn't look like it was a disaster.
I think it was just awkward for them, like going so far and having to deal with like new.
Well, they've done it in like
kind of guidelines and shit, I guess, or something.
They've done it in Toronto.
Oh,
they've done it in other countries.
Maybe this is just their one bad day, you know. Like
it was just. I think that they just couldn't properly secure a venue, and because like Vancouver is weird in that sense. Like everything's more expensive property wise, so perhaps they had an idea of like doing a bigger spot, but then just couldn't. But like they should have had that shit figured out before they were selling tickets.
Yeah, there's.
And then on top of that, just like doing it in a venue anyway, where you can't even. Like where you're not supposed to
get water on the floor.
Like I mean, there was clearly a bunch of damage done to that building.
Adam,
so,
you know,
and then just the icing on the cake of just not being able to even start the movie with sound.
Adam, do you know the follow-up happened to that? Like, do you know?
Well, I mean, like the space below it, where all the water was coming in, that was like not occupied during the time that they were there. because it was like being rented, like they were trying to lease it or something. It was like for lease. I don't know. Like they were trying to sell the spot.
Oh,
And it's been a year, and apparently they've like torn out the ceiling, and they've been like unable to sell the spot or rent it out.
Okay,
like
so
still
it
empty after a year. So I don't
it
know.
wasn't too big of a deal, but it's still like shit, you know.
It's a lot of. That's a lot of damage.
A lot of damage.
At a certain
That's a
point,
lot
isn't
of
it the fault
damage.
of the venue for even letting them have it to begin with? Shouldn't they have known better?
Maybe the venue didn't know that's what they were doing, because it's I've been on the website for the venue, and it's literally just like you can rent it out for X amount of dollars for the whole day or whatever. So maybe they didn't even know they were doing a hot tub thing.
Did they lay something on the floor
No.
to stop the water?
No, they didn't.
Are you serious? Oh my god!
Like,
maybe
they
that's
had
art?
like a big tarp or something.
Definitely a tarp or some rubber.
So,
but either way, it seemed like way too much water.
Yeah, I laughed pretty hard when your footage showed a picture of like it looked like wood floors, or at least like
it was wood floors.
Yeah, I'm like, that's
no. So Adam, if you just want like a quickie to throw out there, Xavier Renegade Angel would be something fun.
Yeah, I'm planning on doing something with that soon, but I'm not going to tell you what.
Because of that show, every Friday night is now Taco Tuesday forever.
Nice.
I remember watching that show when I was like 12 years old, when it was on Adult Swim, and it was like 3 in the morning, and it was like one of the trippiest things I've ever seen.
Are we talking about that movie that was like a manga adaptation or whatever?
No, it's like a bunch of 11-minute shorts that came on in between Adult Swim shows like years ago.
I mean, like every show on Adult Swim was like 11 minutes basically. So
yeah,
it's not like in between Adult Swim shows. It is an Adult Swim show.
Yeah, they fit a 15
It's from the
minute
creators of Wonder Chosen.
Oh, that was such a fucking good show.
Yeah,
I missed that show.
Everything they make is really funny.
I linked one of the scenes from it.
Yeah,
Did any of you guys watch Heartbeat Holler?
Yeah, I've seen that, but I've seen that like probably 5 times, but never made it through to the end. Not because I don't like it, but because it's like difficult to keep a momentum going of 3 seasons, where like everything resets and there is kind of continuity, but nothing makes any. It's like one of the most mind-boggling plots of any show ever. Like it's so difficult to like follow, but I really want to like commit to getting all the way through it, because I've gotten to season 3 before, but never finished season 3.
Patton Oswalt's great, but it is out there.
It's really funny. Have you seen their new show, The Shivering Truth?
Oh, they're doing that?
I
didn't know that.
Oh, it's that all the episodes are there's like 7 episodes, a pilot, and then 6 other episodes, and they're all great. It's really funny. I've seen it twice now.
Speaking of Patton Oswalt, has anyone else here seen Happy?
Ooh, I wish.
So it's on Netflix now.
It's his new special or whatever, right?
That's why I haven't seen it. I don't have a Netflix
So it's a Netflix series, and the gist of it, the synopsis goes: Nick Sachs, ex-cop turned hitman, is contacted by Happy, an imaginary unicorn, to save a little girl from Santa Claus.
Yeah, it's actually Happy's based from a comic from Image Comics, like the comic bar name comic. It's a property of Image Comics. Happy.
In the field, I got around to watching Polar, which is based off of a Dark Horse comic. It was pretty cool. I liked it. It's good like action. It's like there's like this like international hitman company where whenever you turn age 50, you retire and they pay you out like your benefits and shit. And the company realized, oh, this costs a lot of fucking money, so they started killing all their hitmen before they turn age 50, so that they could collect all of their like benefits for when they're supposed to retire and shit, because it's like in their contract.
That's an awesome concept.
Yeah, it's based off a Dark Horse comic, so naturally it's like a little darker than your standard kind of comic film.
Someone's asking me about Detective Pikachu. I didn't like it. It's not very good.
Yeah, you get. Yeah, I saw on IMDb gave
Yeah, you
it
gave it a 2.
Yeah, I don't think it deserves any more. It's not good.
Are you gonna go watch Sonic?
Probably.
Oh my
but-
fucking
Yeah.
god! You started.
I don't know. Like,
They need to hire Shadman for the redesign.
why are they even redesigning it when the only reason people are interested is because it looks terrible?
Because
You can make it look better, but it's like it's not going to be as funny.
No, they need to hire Shadman for the redesign.
Yeah.
My argument though for Sonic is like you can say that about the Emoji Movie, which is this stupid IP, stupid movie. People want to go see that. You know, well, I'm technically. But like, but I'm just saying that like the essence of Sonic is that's what Sonic is. Sonic
The
is
essence of Sonic.
Sonic has just become trash.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, everybody's going to go see it ironically. Like, I don't know. Well, I'm sure there are people that legitimately like Sonic, but I feel like Sonic is just an enigma.
Sonic has a fan base. They're not gonna like. They're not happy with it either way.
Sonic, yeah, but they're still gonna go see it just so they can like flame it. You know, like it's gonna make money either way.
Is Tails in the movie? Is he gonna look just as fucked up?
Yeah, Tails is
really hope so.
He's gonna be a normal fox.
Yo, where's Rose? Where's Rose at? Come on.
Where's Amy? I wonder where Amy is.
Where's Ugandan Knuckles? Like, at least give a cameo.
Oh my god.
I need everyone.
Definitely two very different fan bases for Sonic: the '80s original one, and then the modern Deviant Art one. And I really want to have to see between the two.
I really hope there's like an end credit scene.
Your mic needs to calm down.
Yeah.
I think your mic should switch to something else.
Guys,
Switch to demons.
Your mic is a
That was
transformer.
weird.
watch the video that I posted in the chat. It's called Top 10 Hottest Sonic Female
Oh,
Characters.
I've seen that.
Oh, sweet Christ!
It's
Of
so
course-
good.
Of course, I've seen that.
Number 1, Big the
Oh,
Cat.
is this a re-upload or what?
It's a re-upload.
Oh, that's funny. Why would you take it down?
I don't know.
You gotta own that. How could you release a video top 10 hottest female Sonic characters, and then
You know
like be
who should
upset
be
at how
narrating it?
people reacted? You gotta own that shit.
Number 1, Amy.
So,
Oh,
that
fuck.
Pro Jared
Number
drama.
4.
Wait, hold on.
How about that Pro Jared drama?
Oh.
Oh my god.
I mean, I didn't watch his videos anyway, so it doesn't even matter to me.
Yeah.
Whose videos?
Pro
Like
Jared.
I don't watch his
Pro
shit,
Jared.
but I like watching a plane crash, you know. And the man lost over 100,000 subscribers in less
Yeah.
than half a day. Like,
I don't
holy shit.
know what I don't.
Still,
I really, I'm not like I've stumbled across his videos before and then decided that's not what I want to watch, and then never went any
I think
further.
what's so bizarre about it is that he's part of a collective. Like when I think of
He's
Pro
on
Jared,
yeah.
I think of like Game Grumps, which of course like I grew up watching, like for me, and then like the whole Holly Conrad thing, and like you know Rubber Ross. Of course, they're not together anymore. Like Ross
I feel really
O'Donovan.
bad for him.
And then it came, no, it came out later that he was soliciting nudes from
That
underage
too, yeah.
users on Tumblr.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. There's an
scummy
actual
stuff.
investigation for all that.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's more?
Fucking Momo looking ass.
What's more is you were on the gym stream too. So what's more
Yep.
is fucking when everybody was like making fun of his dick size. His wife came out and still defended him after he was like such a huge dick bag to her.
Wait,
were
Heidi?
people saying his dick is small or something?
Pictures came out and it's
They
like
say his dick
I
looks
haven't
weird.
looked it up, but
It
like,
looked.
looks
I
weird.
think I saw the same pic. It looks weird. It doesn't look like small.
No, it's not small.
Everybody was
Weird,
saying
it's a
it.
weird looking dick, but whatever.
Did you say
Listen,
his
I'll
wife
give him.
defended him?
Listen. We'll just defend him for that. There you go, Pro
Alright.
Jared.
I don't know.
Your dick's not small. It's just weird.
It's not the worst penis, but I guess everybody wants to make fun of him.
Look on the
so
bright
whatever.
side, Pro Jared. You don't have your wife anymore, but at least you have a normal sized dick.
Yeah. When I heard the Jared thing coming out, I thought, wow, Jared from Subway is at it again.
Subway memes.
I don't watch GameTube.
Got a super chat.
no.
Jordan's asking what I think of the Canadian TV show Letterkenny, or if I've heard of it. Yes, I've heard of it. I haven't seen a full episode though. I've seen some YouTube clips. It's pretty funny. I saw the bigger guy do stand up. He was really funny. But it's funny.
I got around to binging all of the Eric Andre show, and that was fun.
Great show. I hope
Apparently,
season 5's happening. Somebody
So
posted
in-
on the subreddit saying like that he was at a live show and said it was happening, but there was no
So
video footage of it, so I don't know.
In 2016, he had a Reddit like AMA, and he confirmed that season 5 was in the works,
Yeah.
but he got involved with other projects at the time. So
That makes
now that those
sense.
projects are like coming to a close.
Like The
season
Lion
5
King.
Yeah, that's gotta happen.
Did you see his the recent like live stream quinceanera thing he did recently? It was very out there. Yeah, he had a quinceanera, and
For
was
himself.
like yeah, and it was like a 5-hour thing where 4 people live streamed from it. It was very strange.
Mm-hmm.
It was hilarious, but very strange.
I mean, it's Derek Andre. What do we expect? It's got to be strange.
Yeah, I'm sad that season 5 was supposedly be the last season, but at this point, I wonder if it's ever going to get made.
In the same Reddit AMA, he said that they could probably only get away with 1 season because the whole thing about it is
that nobody knows who he is.
Yeah, is that nobody knows who he is.
And all of his pranks are in LA, so what are you going to do about that?
Oh,
if you just went to like a small town,
yeah,
or something.
Fucking it came out. They had Jimmy Kimmel on the show, and like he thought he knew what to expect, but they had his son as a PA, like rubbing his taint.
Yeah, I saw that clip.
Yeah, and like he was like, if this goes bad, we could get arrested, but if it's his son, he gets arrested.
Yeah, it's funny how they're able to like. It's not even about. There's certain guests on the show where they're like, I know what this is, but he still manages to make them feel incredibly uncomfortable.
I still love the Flava Flav scene where like they touch his dick and like Flava Flav like starts getting ready to like square up, right? He like tears the desk apart.
I'm not gay.
Well, you know how they make it, right? They film like 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah, they film hours and just show the best part.
Yeah, which is great, which is awesome. That's a great way to do it.
The band isn't in on it. They film the band stuff separate and try to keep them in the dark as much as possible.
Well, I don't think the band is even there for the interview.
Yeah, they just splice in the band.
Yeah, the band is totally separate.
There's the amount of editing that goes in that show is unbelievable.
But it's super well done. Like it's really smooth.
Yeah,
I love it.
But that's what makes it so good.
Well, it's like you're always gonna have something that's like super fucking fast paced if you film like hours and hours and hours of footage and then you're trimming it down to 11 minutes.
Yeah,
I feel like that's the best way to do it. It's just like cut out the fat. You've only got the golden material.
I think that we're in an era and a lot of short form comedy that I like to refer to as the era of the editor, where you have certain people that the comedy hinges on how it's edited, and you get people like Doug Lusenhopper, Vic Berger, that can take mundane footage and completely chop it up into something entirely new and very funny and absurd. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I think it's been more prevalent than it ever had, and it's great.
Mm-hmm. I want Alan Resnick to put more shit out. like months ago, he put out a little short called "Please May I Enter" that was just like weird and creepy in Alan Resnick's like style.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, Detective Pikachu is not good.
not good.
Everyone on the subreddit was saying you gave it a Mew 2 out of 10.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, I'm seeing it in a few hours.
Yeah, have fun.
Yeah, I was planning on seeing that.
I mean,
tomorrow.
a lot of people like it, but
I'll be
in my
excited
opinion,
for it.
Really, it has nothing to offer outside of brand recognition. It
Oh
literally,
my god, shut up, Alexa.
If you watch it and you try to think like, would I still like this if I didn't already like Pokemon before going into this movie?
Yeah.
The answer might be no.
I probably wouldn't like it too much.
It's really a fans-only type movie.
Which that's fine.
It's just brand recognition. That's it.
It's for the fans.
Is it so bad it's good, even, or is it
There's
not
some
good?
funny parts, that's for sure. But
do you like the designs?
And I'm not interested.
Were there any like new Pokemon designs that they didn't show off in the trailers?
Yeah, the Gengar looked like shit.
Oh,
fuck Gengar.
Don't you mean Wigglytuff?
No.
I haven't seen it, but it looked like it was remodeled, like it was a script for something else, and then they just threw Pokemon onto it. Like it looked like a detective film. It looked like some sort of comedy.
It's like some guy comes in, he's like, I have this like buddy cop film And then some guy's like, well, we got the IP to Pokemon recently. Throw it in there.
Well, it was
It's like if you're a Pokemon fan, watch a Pokemon movie. You know, this doesn't. That's why it's so funny that people are saying this is like the first video game movie. It's like there's tons of them, you know, or like the first decent one or something.
There was also the anime movie.
The American-made Hollywood video game movie adaptation. All the other ones don't really count. Like the first Pokemon movie is, well, it's not an American. So when people are talking about, oh, this is like the first good video game movie, it's the first video game made from Japan that Hollywood turned into an adaptation or something. I don't know. Just watch the Mother Basement video.
When you're competing against Uwe Boll for video game movies, you know, the bar's already really low.
There's really nothing else to compare it to until the Super Mario movie comes out.
That already happened.
Dude, the Sonic the Hedgehog movie is going to be the Super Mario Brothers movie of our lifetime.
Thanks, Vinny.
I'm just waiting for the fucking Ape Escape movie.
I feel really bad for all of the people that need to read.
I feel Ape Escape could make a good movie.
Ape Escape would be an amazing movie, or like a TV series.
Yeah, just something that's dumb and silly with apes, you know? Who wouldn't like it?
I feel bad for the people that need I feel bad for
Neopets movie when.
I feel bad for the people that have to animate Sonic again.
I don't know. Either they're gonna have to postpone it, or they're just gonna use like one of the previous designs that's still gonna look like shit, but maybe not as bad.
No, they were planning this from the beginning.
No, that's not how. That's not. I really don't. There's so many people that think it's a conspiracy that they just wanted bad press so that people talked about it. I don't believe that at all.
That's complete nonsense.
Not bad press. I think they just tossed the trailer out to see if people would like it, like a little test run. And be like, oh shit!
All of the animators at the studio would have already said like, "Hey, this looks like shit," and they just got ignored the entire time.
I suppose.
Sonic team's on Suicide Watch.
I don't know, because sometimes the companies just like silence them, and you don't really hear anything from the animators until it's already done.
They all have NDAs, right? They all sign a thing that says they can't talk about it anyway.
And never underestimate the egos of the people that run these things. They think it's great. Often there's no convincing them, even if you are an animator. They like what they like, and yeah, that's the end of it.
Is Rocket Man playing at Cannes? Somebody was asking in the comments. Sorry.
That would be.
I mean, B-Movie did.
Weird if it was.
B-Movie did? Seriously?
Well, yeah. I mean, Cannes always does these.
Shrek did.
Solo Star Wars movie premiered at Cannes.
When will Neil Green be at Cannes?
Oh yeah. Out of
we need
competition.
We need to petition Breen to be at Cannes.
Yeah. He deserves
to be the head of the jury.
Fateful Findings 3.
We can't help you out of this one, Jim.
Yeah.
Can-do attitude.
Adam, you inspired me to try to play Raw Danger, and I couldn't get more than an hour. The controls are so bad. I have no idea how you beat that.
Pretty fun.
It's just so hard to do anything. Oh man,
it's janky. It doesn't play well, but it was funny.
Yeah, it was hilarious for the hour I could handle. But I love the plays videos of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my peeps still haven't gotten back to me, so there's a chance they're already on their way or something. But if they show up and I end this early, then I'll do an extra hour next time. I'll make sure it's like a full 3 hours or something. Or maybe I'll be able to do like a quick hangout like while I'm out of town or something. Maybe I'll do like an hour while I'm in a hotel. We'll see.
In the bunker.
The bunker.
Yeah.
Adam, what would be a non-traditional, in the vein of the hot tub cinema, what would be a non-traditional way of watching a movie that you have done that you have liked?
Well, I really like Alamo Drafthouse, which is basically just like the primo experience of like being able to order food at your seat, but they have it set up in a way where like it doesn't really disturb anybody because you have the whole thing is like a bar like a big long bar table. Those are like the rows of seats, right? So like a long table in front of everybody, and then a row back, long table, and then between the back of your seat and the next table, there's like a little space for a waiter to walk, and you get like a little notepad, like a little slip of paper, and like a pencil. And there's lights underneath the table, but they're so dim that the only purpose that they have is so you can read the menu underneath, but it doesn't like disturb anybody because you can't see it. It just like barely lights the menu. And so if you want something, you see it on the menu, you're like, I want a pretzel. Then you just write it down on the little slip of paper, stick it in front of you. There's like a little holder, so it's like sticking up a little. And there's waiters like basically standing in the corner of the theater that are attentive and looking out for someone doing that. And then they'll just come by without saying a word, take the paper, and then come back with your order. And it's a really good system. And their food was great. I went to like a few different ones while I was in Austin.
If you arrive to a movie early for Ammo Draft House, they sometimes play like shorts that kind of relates to the film that you're about to watch.
Mm-hmm.
So when I saw
there's a bunch of weird extra stuff they do.
Because yesterday I saw Detective Pikachu at Ammo Draft House there today, and they were playing like a bunch of Pokemon-y kind of shorts.
They have a lot of partnerships and stuff too.
Yeah.
They have a very strict no talking, no texting policy, and if somebody is disturbing you, you can just write them on the slip like this guy's being a dick, and then put it in there, and then they'll like kick them out.
ArcLight's like that too.
The first that I heard of them was many years back when they posted on their YouTube channel. Somebody left them an angry voicemail. This girl was like texting during the movie and got kicked out. And she left an angry voicemail like, oh, you guys suck. I didn't deserve to be kicked out of the movie. Nobody cared that I was texting anyway. And they literally just uploaded that video to their YouTube channel with basically just a title at the end being like, yes, we will kick you out. And it was like an ad for their theater, which is great. Because you want like a good experience that's not disturbing. And it's great to have a theater that's willing to enforce those rules.
It's like,
and be attentive.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? Whereas like every other theater, all the staff, they're not in the theater. They can't really enforce that at all.
It's definitely better in the way AMC does their version of it, which is with recliners and the waiters come around, but they have to they're always tripping over the end of the seats and blocking you.
Yeah. Cineplex is trying to catch up, I guess. Well, I mean, they're not even trying to replicate the business model of Alamo Draft House. They've got their like VIP theater thing. And basically it's like, oh, you can drink and eat during the movie, but you can only like order up until like the credits come. And even then, like sometimes the waiter will bring the meal as the movie's starting, and then they get them to like pay on their thing, and they're talking and they got a flashlight, and it's just like, it's a little annoying. And it's like, yeah, it's nice to have the comfy seat and be able to have a drink, but I mean,
I would say
not as good of a system as Alamo Draft House. Like they got that shit down. They thought it out for sure.
They're the cream of the crop, and ArcLight is the best of the traditional kind of theater experiences with that, because they also have a strict no calling, no texting type policy. Yeah. But also, my favorite part is they only show 3 previews before the movie, and that's it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're talking about half an hour before Endgame of just trailers.
Yeah.
It's absurd on an already 3-hour movie.
Is my audio coming through at all?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Because it was being fucky on the corner of the screen.
To answer the question in Super Chat, it's on my watch list.
My thing is like there's a lot of people that go out to places. Like I remember in Washington, there's an amazing hibachi grill that me and my family go to every now and then called Samurai Steakhouse. And it's like we didn't have a reservation, so we like split a table with another group. And the whole time they're sitting there like talking and like texting on their phones and stuff. And I'm like, why go to a hibachi grill if you're not there for the experience of watching the dude like cook all the shit in front of you and put a show on,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like it's like, why go out and do these things? You're just gonna be sucked into your phone all day anyway.
Yeah, it's just disrespectful to the person cooking because that's the whole thing. They're putting on a show for you.
Like they went to school for years and shit to learn how to cook in this way, and to cook you some really fucking good food too, and then you're just, shitting on their table.
Adam, I got a good documentary I'd recommend for you called. It's called "I Think We're Alone Now." You can find it on YouTube.
It might be on my watch list. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's about the '80s one-hit wonder Tiffany. It's about her two stalkers, and it follows them through their daily lives to try to understand why they are the way they are, and kind of understand their obsession. It's very interesting. It's only about an hour long. As I say, you can watch it on YouTube for free.
What's it called?
It's called "I Think We're Alone Now." It's a
Speaking of
fascinating
documentaries,
character study.
yeah, there's a documentary out on Netflix called Remastered, Robert Johnson, and it's entirely about the life of Robert Johnson and like who he was as a person, and how he got so good at playing the blues and stuff.
He is so underrated by people today.
Underrated, dude. Are you
No, or unknown by modern
unknown is
music.
much better. Like,
Yeah.
He's
a master.
Nobody really listens to the blues. By the way, is my mic okay?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, yeah, like nobody really listens to the blues except me because I'm a weirdo. But
those are Robert Johnson at work.
Nobody.
Ain't nobody listens to blues.
Okay, like I can't have a conversation with like regular people.
Normies.
About blues. Normies, yes.
Normies don't understand.
They either listen.
Get out.
They either listen to indie, modern folk, death grips, or fucking J-pop, which I cannot stand J-pop.
I like death grips.
I like death grips too. I went to see them live. It was a great
No, that sounds like a good fucking time.
But like, I'm just saying, I don't know a lot of people in my neck of the woods who really digs blues except me. And like Led Zeppelin and like Cream and all of those '60s rock bands don't count. I'm talking about like real shit like Willie Dixon.
I live in like San Francisco, so the whole place is just surrounded by records and like blues and '60s and '70s shit.
I'm kind of upset. It was last week there was a concert. It was like a bunch of like metal bands, but Slayer was there. And but it was like $250 for nosebleed tickets. So I was like, well, there's no fucking point in it then. Like they had like a Amon Amarth out there too and shit. Like, it was pretty kick ass, but like I had a really good lineup, but again, it was too expensive just for the shittiest seats in the house. I'm like, I'm going on leave soon. I could save money.
I would have gone to that show. Because it's Slayer. Nobody listens to shoegaze rock. Bullshit, I do. My bloody Valentine, dog.
My bloody Valentine.
Jeremy, are you a guitarist by chance?
Yes, I am.
Okay, nice.
I know those chords.
It seems like the only people these days that really appreciate old blues are just
guitarists. I'm sorry, it's not my basement, it's my parents' basement. I'm 26 years old, I'm an anime fan, and I still live in my parents' basement.
Yeah, I just moved out.
Amazing. I work in the anime industry, so at least like I'm legit.
Hey, at least you have a job,
Yeah.
J-pop.
Yeah.
I will say it seems like guitarists are the ones keeping old blues alive. I know I like it, and all my friends who play guitar like it, but it seems outside of those circles, it's underappreciated.
You kind of got to know the blues. You have to you have to learn the blues in order to play guitar. That's like trying to learn the saxophone and not learning jazz. Like, what the fuck are you doing with your life?
It's fundamental to modern rock. It's the base of it.
Like, it's all of it.
Like,
hey, listen, the blues are supposed to be underrated. That's why they call them the blues.
Speaking of like niche instruments and shit, there's Frederick Knudsen did a Down the Rabbit Hole on the hurdy-gurdy.
That Hunter shirt.
Like
the hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah, the hurdy-gurdy.
The instrument.
The instrument. It's a freaky fucking instrument. It's So it's like it plays like a bow almost, but it's like a wheel, and you crank it, and the wheel runs the strings. But then it has like a key box where you're pushing the fret to the strings instead of pushing the strings to the fret when you're playing it. And it was really popular back like during the Crusades and stuff, and like churches and stuff, because it matched up really well with the droning chants and things like that. And it grew like in huge popularity amongst like nobles. But then like blind beggars and stuff started getting it. They're like, oh, gross! It's an instrument for beggars and stuff now, and shit like that. And it kind of fell way out of popularity. And now it's just like this niche thing that shows up that like occasionally, and like the Assassin's Creed 4 soundtrack and shit like that, when you're trying to get like pirate songs and shit.
Oh god.
Like it's a really interesting video. It's like an hour long, and what's really cool is Frederick Knudsen, the guy that does the Down the Rabbit Hole videos, actually plays it in the opening for you. Like, it was super cool.
The one he did about the Final Fantasy VII house was great.
Oh, I love all the Down the Rabbit Holes. They're fantastic. Whenever people ask me who Chris Chan is, I'm like, here's Down the Rabbit Hole. It's a good
my fucking god, Chris Chan. You know, he actually went to a video game. Yeah, so Chris Chan went to a video game convention that I used to go to, but I don't anymore. And like the one year that I'm not there, he's there. Like, have you heard about this? You're
the antithesis to Chris
incident.
The what incident?
Oh my god! Yeah, Chris Chan.
The fuck happened?
Dude. I'm gonna just post this in the chat.
It was great seeing Chris Chan in Shrek Retold. That one made me laugh. I did not expect that.
Isn't like Anthony Fantano and all those other people in that?
Yeah.
Because I remember my one boss. Is it weird to call somebody your boss when he's like just like 2 years younger than you? Whatever.
What do you mean?
I mean, I work at an animation studio, and my boss is like 2 years younger than me.
Well, if you're technically your boss, then they are your boss.
Yeah.
But bite the bullet.
Because one thing I've learned the older I get, one of the things I learned the older I get is that it's inspiration from other people or looking up to other people. It's less about age and more about accomplishment. And I think even if someone's younger, doesn't mean it's necessarily they don't deserve to be where they are. You can't be someone you admire.
I mean, he is way more accomplished than I am. Any weebs in the audience here besides me?
I dabble.
Anybody ever listen to Potaku?
I have no idea what that is.
It's okay. Somebody has. Okay, so hold
Is it an
on.
otaku podcast?
No, we talk about gay furry porn. See, I wasn't part of it.
Yes.
No. So who is the one guy who actually knows what I'm talking about?
Oh, I don't know. I just wanted to say woo.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Apologies.
I
wanted to
woo. So Otaku.
Woo.
It hurts to fucking laugh.
I work for him. We got some good stuff coming.
Hey,
it's gonna be rad.
It's all about the anime.
Yes.
All right. My friends messaged they are on the way, but they're gonna show up in like an hour or so.
Yeah.
There's got to be some people in the Twitch chat who are probably fans of that. At least in the gaming streams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going back to I'm sorry, but going back to
my hair a
Chris
little.
Chan for a second.
Get
there.
out of the shower.
Anybody know what his reaction to the Sonic trailer was?
I was about to ask. He's like the most important voice we need besides Sammy Sonic fan.
Yeah, because like didn't he freak out over Sonic's arms being blue, and yet his arms are blue in the trailer and I guess the film itself.
Oh yeah, didn't he like mace a GameStop employee because?
Yeah,
he
maced the song. He maced Wow,
Are you not allowed to get in the call?
Myself that I know all this shit because I used to be a giant Sonic fan. But yeah, Chris Chan got mad because like Sonic's arms were blue, so he got mad and just took his rage out on a GameStop employee who was probably only making like 10 an hour and just trying to do his job. Like I had nothing to do with it. I had nothing to do with Sonic's arms turning blue. guys, please. I'm just trying to do my job. I don't get paid enough to deal with this shit.
I hope you got like at least
listen, sir. It's Mann.
Madman.
Yeah.
It's ma'am, not sir, ma'am.
Chris Chan is such an enigma. I mean, they've been around for like a decade. Such a crazy person.
I'm surprised he hasn't gone away.
Bizarre. It's really weird.
In fun and interesting news, I qualified on.
It's not even fun. I mean, it's just a continuous train wreck of just watching someone destroy his life, and it's like the Truman Show, where can you imagine trying to live your life and like having literally every single day recorded on like a wiki? Like, this guy has more information on him than like Jesus Christ, George Washington, and Adolf Hitler combined. Like,
your historians are a sad bunch.
Well,
yeah, I don't know. It's like it's one of those things where if it started today, people probably wouldn't be as gung ho about it. But it started like before YouTube, and it was just 4chan, and it's so like well documented at this point that I think that like just a lot of people are just like, well, it's happened already, so
they might as well,
get a good meme out of it.
It's like the tire fire in The Simpsons, just like it's still going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like a very kind of like mentally.
It's like a
not all there person.
It's a weird rite of passage on the internet to learn about Chris Chan.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you gotta sit everyone down in a room and just leave a little laptop in front of them.
It's kind of bullying.
It is in a sense, but
it definitely is. There's some harassment behind it.
It definitely has its roots very heavily in harassment. At the modern day, though, it's kind of like it's almost like he's almost like a celebrity now, and does it. There's like people that are doing like videos with him and shit, almost unironically, just to be like, "Hey, we got Chris Chan." It's evolved from bullying now to something like weirder,
Yeah, like have people seen the house?
Talking about
Chris Chan.
Christians.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
For the past few hangouts, our chat has always gone to Chris Chan at some point. We need to find other weirdos to talk about.
What if that's the end credit scene for the Sonic movie?
That guy.
I'm pretty weird.
45-minute long videos about how he can say the N-word because capitalism. Let's go.
How about Jason affects a person within the furry community?
Why?
That is now left.
Why though?
we need to document other weirdos.
Did you say that just Zone Effects left?
Yeah, he left the furry community to try to move to like the gaming community, I guess, because like they finally were like, "You're a piece of shit," and like nobody's paying for his like shitty Jigglebone animations anymore.
You can't be one over the other. You can't be a furry gamer.
No, it's weird. Like the whole thing's weird.
Gamers rise up.
Yeah, rise up.
Let's get this bread, gamers.
Whenever I hear gamers rise up, I always think back to Command & Conquer's Brotherhood of Nod, where there's like just your basic unit just says rise up. And I'm like, yeah, that's it.
Listen, I think gamers really are the most oppressed people. I see people who come back from the Iraq War, the Middle East. It's like, oh, I saw my buddy die face down in the muck. I'm like, you have it bad? You think you have it bad? I play Fortnite. I see my buddies die every single day in Fortnite.
Being a gamer in 2019.
And
they don't have self-reliance.
You guys are fake games. They appeal to the male fantasy, and it's just like Poland owning all of Europe and Europa Universalis.
You don't know
I feel
true
really bad
PTSD.
I feel like there need to be more advocates for straight rights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight
we don't have
gamer
enough.
pride.
Straight marriage. Legalize it.
Rights.
Legalize
we can have our own parade.
Legalize straight marijuana.
Straight pride.
Legalize straight yiff.
Straight yiff, yeah. Not enough straight yiff.
I say bring back rain first.
Oh my god.
So, have we seen the Seth review for God Hand?
I didn't watch it.
So the Madman
skipped through it.
Yeah, so the Madman took all of his sponsor money from ExpressVPN and spent over $1,000 commissioning porn of Olivia because of a lack of porn for God Hand.
What?
Okay.
Sounds like my kind of man.
That sounds pretty.
So not only that,
he's a true American hero.
So not only that, he also packaged the emulator, the emulation, and a BIOS to the PlayStation in 4 different mirrors that you could download it just directly out of the description of his video.
Wow.
Huh.
Yeah,
that's illegal. I think.
I think it is.
Wait,
too.
my leg looks so huge.
I love that red versus blue meme is a thing.
Yeah.
Wait, is red versus blue still around?
Yeah, it's still going on.
So.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
How long has it been?
It is 17
2006.
seasons.
It's been
2004.
What the fuck?
Oh fuck! I need to go, guys. Sorry. See ya.
It has lasted longer than Firefly. Think about that.
Everything has lasted longer than Firefly.
Yeah, didn't that show last for like 6 months and then got canceled?
It's like
Bro, Jared's marriage
Fusion.
lasted longer than Firefly.
Oh, damn. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy Firefly, but I feel that the fan base is kind of up their own ass about it.
Well, it's a cult thing, right?
Yeah, it's like I enjoy it. I love the aesthetic and stuff.
Given,
I think it's sort of deserved.
Yes.
Wait, is it Joss Whedon?
Yeah,
it is Joss.
Yeah,
it's Joss Whedon.
I love how in God's Not Dead, the atheist name is Josh Wheaton.
Josh Wheaton.
Josh Wheaton.
Wow, they must really hate both Will Wheaton and Josh Whedon.
It's always funny. We have a guy with his last name Petros in my work. So whenever he's talking shit, we're just like, hey, how about that Spartacus? Because in Spartacus, the little gay dude that's like fucking all the gladiators is Petros. He gets mad as fuck every time.
Where is he?
Got this weird like phlegm. I'm trying to like get.
It's like transitioning seasons. That's just gonna happen, you know.
Yeah, I've been having that problem for a while now.
Yep, I'm gonna be all over the place in the next few weeks.
Can't wait for that game stream ASMR phlegm and burp noises.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Adam,
Life is Strange 2 tomorrow.
Nice.
I picked up streaming purely because my buddy, his brother, is like uploading podcasts and stuff. I'm like you're fucking important. Like people want to hear what you say. And he has like 9 followers. Half of them are his friends. I'm like, I just need to get 10 followers to prove I'm better at this than him.
AJ, were you asking something?
Yeah, does the Vive Pro have that annoying screen door effect that the original Vive has?
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's just sometimes like this happens like a bunch of VR headsets, but a lot of times it looks like they're like a door.
Is that like based on the resolution though?
Yeah, I think it has to do with pixel density.
Yeah, it looks a lot better. It doesn't like if I don't really notice that on the Pro. Like the resolution's a huge improvement.
I say
I'm interested to see what the reviews are going to be like once the
index drops.
Yeah, because like they got like a
the knuckles.
They've got like an embargo on that right now, don't they?
An embargo
like
on what?
On like reviews for it? Do they?
It's just pre-purchases right now. There's a lot of people that have already come out and talked about it. Like the dude's doing Boneworks code, and actually we're able to go over the specs of the controller and shit, like show gameplay.
Yeah,
with
the controller
looks
looks
about that Steam VR thing.
Yeah, the controller looks cool. I bet that you could probably just make them compatible with existing Vive headsets.
They already work with the Vive because the Index is using Vive sensors. You can also get it working with the Oculus, but you have to buy Vive sensors for it. Yep. So I'm just like,
oh, so the lighthouses are the exact same?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, I might pick up some controllers because that like finger movement shit.
Yeah, it looks super cool, and it's all pressure sensitive as well. So you can actually grip and have different levels of friction on all of your.
That's really cool.
Your handles and shit. Like in the demo for the Index controllers, they have like moon rocks you can pick up, and you can just crush them just by gripping the controller a little tighter.
Well, Adam, I want to say thank you for putting your liver through all the damage it goes through to bring our amusement with Life is Dank videos.
Thank you.
They are quite hilarious. And
Are you doing? Oh no, sorry. Keep going.
Oh, I was just going to say, I would not know the joy of how terrible those are if you never uploaded them to your channel. And oh boy.
I knew I wouldn't like
I do have fun with them. I do have fun. It is a hilarious adventure.
Yeah, a friend of mine unironically likes them, and I really tried hard to figure out why. And it doesn't
if they
make
like
sense.
them, they like them. You know, they can like it if they want.
A lot of people love like indie pandering. So
Yeah,
even though it's Square Enix,
like when it first came out, but then like when I saw Adam's analysis on the game and just him tearing it apart, I was like, wait, yeah, no, this game is bullshit. And this was like 2 years after I finished the game. I was like, yeah, why did I like this in the first place?
When
stupid.
When the first game came out and it was just episode 1 and I was shitting on it, I got so many people that were like, Adam, you suck. You're not giving it a chance. And then by the time episode 3 came out, every comment was like, "You're right." It like because that was the point where like they reversed everything so that none of your choices mattered.
Yeah,
where they were like, "Oops, reset."
I mean, I still like.
Yeah, and I think about that
I mean,
game until I
I
watched
still-
your video. Like I think either last year or the year before. So
Chloe's just so contemptible.
I cannot fucking stand her.
Speaking of liver destruction, last week I got to be the dude. My team got together and they're like, "Yeah, we're going to a bowling alley." And it's like before we had the lane reserved, I had a White Russian in my hand.
Hey man, the Chinaman is not the issue. Also, dude, Chinaman is not the preferred nomenclature. Asian American, please.
The dude in
I've seen the movie a million times.
Dude, I love that movie.
I do love that movie, but it's like it's like the movie that I've watched the most. Not even because it's my favorite movie. It doesn't even make my top 10. It's just one of those movies that's just so unavoidable that you can't not watch it a million fucking times.
Wisecrack did an analysis on it, talking about how it's closer to a noir film.
It is. It's basically a remake of The Big Sleep with Humphrey Bogart, and there's like elements of like Western in it. I try to make a video on it on my channel. It's basically a bastardized version of a college of an essay that I wrote back in college, but I still have it on my channel for whatever fucking reason.
It's definitely got some of the best cleaned up versions for cable. They replace the swear words with
Find a Stranger in the Alps, Donnie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are funny.
Yeah, that's one I use a lot.
Yeah,
I'm tired of these money fighting stakes on these
monkey
money fighting
Monkey
planes.
fighting
Is monkey?
stakes to these Monday to Friday planes.
Monday to Friday.
Oh my god!
Time to open some flipping windows.
How about the Kill
Freaking.
Bill
Freaking,
TV edit? The Kill Bill TV edit. My name is and I'm here to party.
Oh my god.
TV edits suck.
Yeah.
I've only ever experienced like one of those firsthand. I was like much younger and in a hotel, like away somewhere with my family, and Austin
That's why I
Powers
don't
was
watch
playing,
TV.
and then the part where like the piranhas eat the guy's head off, they just didn't show the shot where you're supposed to show the shot because it's funny because you see his head is off, but they just didn't show it.
Yeah,
cut that part out. I was like, hey,
That's lame.
why'd you do that?
the FX channel is like really notorious with that.
Yeah. It's
They're
just
really
it's
bad.
kind of a more of a
FX.
thing of the past, though. I don't see it as often as they used to. They just get better at slotting it during certain times where the rules are looser.
What really needs to be blotted out in Kill Bill are close-ups on Uma Thurman's feet.
Oh my god, yeah.
We all know what that's about.
Wiggle your big toe, man.
Yeah, a lot of people hate Death Proof. I love it.
I like it too. I don't get the hate. It's
yeah, I watched it and I was like, okay.
I think a lot of people might watch it as a Tarantino movie without understanding the context that he was making a grindhouse film.
Yeah.
Like it's self-aware, right? Like
Yeah,
it features his worst performance. Quentin Tarantino's character is just like it's so bad, but it fits in that film, right? It fits in a grindhouse cheesy '70s style movie. It might be like if that same character was in Kill Bill, I'd be pissed off. I'd be like, "This is the worst part." It kind of ruins the movie. But like anything that happens in Death Proof, it's fun.
Am I wrong for ironically enjoying Repo, the genetic opera?
Darren Lynn Bousman.
Yeah.
What's the worst Tarantino movie then?
What's the worst one? I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Jackie Brown. A lot of people enjoy it. I find it really boring. Wasn't a huge fan of Django either, but I could watch it again, I guess, and see how I feel. But I just wasn't impressed.
Django was the movie I lost my virginity to.
That's nice to know.
8 TV show or something?
True Romance. I wouldn't say that's a bad movie.
He didn't direct that one though.
But the auteur is him. It was Tony Scott as a director doesn't really have any style. And
Tony.
Top Gun is something like it's clearly a Tarantino movie from beginning to end.
Tony Scott has a style. I don't know if it was as present in that film, but like before he died, he had a style. For sure.
Yeah, I haven't seen too many of his films.
Tony Scott's a director where I could like see a trailer. I'd be like, that's a Tony Scott film. You know?
Yeah.
Same with like Michael Mann at the time. They
Mann.
both stood out in a way.
Do you like Michael Mann films?
I haven't seen his best one, which is Heat, I guess.
You need to.
But I remember enjoying Collateral.
Did you ever watch Miami Vice ever?
Yeah,
Any
it was
episode?
bad. I didn't like that.
Not the movie.
Not the movie. No, I didn't see the TV show.
Because he has such a unique style of cinematography, especially like vehicle mounted shots, use of certain colors and things. And that's kind of where you see it. I mean, it's old. I can only watch a few episodes before I got over it, but you can really, he has definitely a unique style.
All right.
And Heat is a good one.
That's one thing.
Mann essentially I wouldn't say created, but he basically kickstarted that whole 90s sort of neo-noir thing that you kind of see, I guess you could kind of see today. I mean, it's pretty hard for me to not think of like Fight Club or the John Wick movies without thinking of some of the stuff that Michael Mann had in Heat. I can't really explain this, but
speaking of camera work, in The Room, the camera work is like not that bad actually. Like instead of especially compared to a lot of shit that comes out as like AAA, where it's like they just cut the wide shot, long shot kind of deal. It's like the camera moves and shit through it. And I was like, wow, that's kind of neat.
All right, I got an idea. Take a movie title, replace one word with YIF.
The YIF.
Oh no.
There will be
Silence of the Yiffs.
Or YIF will be blood.
The Yifening.
Adam.
Top Gun.
The hateful Yiffs.
YIF gun.
Jurassic YIF.
Glorious YIFs.
The Yiffing games.
Avengers YIF game.
Empire of the Rising Yiff.
YIF of the Apes.
Schindler's Yiff.
Star Wars Episode 8.
Schindler's YIF is a good one.
House of 1,000 Yiffs.
I shouldn't be laughing at Schindler's
House Under the
Schindler's
Tuscan
YIF is pretty good.
The assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Yiff.
Oh my god. No,
Manchester by the Yiff.
No, I think
I can't think of one.
House Under the Tuscan Yiff.
Life is Yiff.
The Dark Yiff.
Life of Yiff.
Grave.
I am here.
Yiff.
Yiff.
The Yiff father.
The Yiff findings.
The
Part of a Yiff.
The 400
YIF.
Okay, it's not a movie,
YIF.
but
Double
YIF
YIF.
is strange.
Wait.
YIF is
YIF is
strange.
strange.
The Yiff.
Yiff is strange.
Funny Yiffs. The White Yiffin.
Yiff, the genetic opera.
The Yiffing.
Love, Death, and Yiff.
The sixth Yiff.
Taste of Yiff.
Avatar, the last Yiff bender.
Exit through the YIF shop.
Synecdoche
The
New
holy-
Yiff.
The holy
Good. The holy Yiff.
Mono's Hands of Yiff.
The
Santa,
Yiffing.
no, Yife Sangre. I don't know.
Yiff, Hands of Fate.
12 YIFs. 12 YIFs a slave.
Yiff man.
Yiff out.
Did you get this from my goblin idea?
If out is actually the best one.
Ooh,
What's
Yif
like that
off.
Ted Bundy thing? Hold on.
Wait a second.
Yif with a chance of meatballs.
Gene Dealman, 23 Commerce Quay, 1080 Yif.
Or
Yif.
Extremely wicked, shockingly evil, and Yif.
Yeah, I remember. I
Star
told you guys
Yifs.
this.
Birth of
I'm
a
not.
Yif.
I'm not upset about
I
it. It's
spit
just
on
funny
your
that
Yif.
You guys took the idea.
I like that.
Yif comes at night.
12 Yifs a slave.
History of the Yif.
Yif follows.
Yif Unchained.
American history.
Lord
Yif.
of the Yif. I like this one. Lord of the Yif, Return of the GIF.
Wait.
Yif.
A new Yif.
Oh, Adam, I got
Yif-
one for you.
Yif
The
at a
lion
funeral.
Yif.
The
The
I got
Yif
one.
is back.
Being
Adam-
Malcolm
Beauty
Yif.
and the Yif.
Adam, I got
I'm
one
just
for you.
scanning
The
my
lion
Blu-ray.
Yif.
No, I heard. That's pretty good.
Star Wars Episode 4. Yif.
Yif at a funeral. Is pretty good.
I'm trying to think of one.
Yif.
Wait,
Amadea
okay,
Halloween.
I have to ask though.
Yeah, what's up?
Did you get this from my goblin idea?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I
just
proposed last time where I was like, replace any one word from a title and replace it with the word goblin.
Yeah, I mean, people have done that thing on Reddit a bunch of times.
Oh, that's
too.
true.
Yeah, it's on
Okay,
Twitter too.
Yif Unchained did it for me. I'm done. Like, Yif Unchained will never be top for me. That's so.
Yif Unchained.
Hang on.
Except the
The passion of the Yif.
Yif proof.
oh no.
Yif Bill.
The last temptation of Yif.
Oh gosh.
The hateful Yif.
I was thinking.
The passion of the Yif.
I was
Thank
thinking
you
of
for
Yif.
yiffing.
The Eric Yif Show.
Sorry,
Yiffing Private Ryan.
So I
Sorry
was
to Yif
thinking
you.
of Yif Box.
Yif Art Online.
Yif spotting.
Yiffy
Yeah,
Darko.
your
We're
mic's
not
a little quiet, Jordan. Your
Oh,
mic's
no, we're
pretty
going
quiet,
to-
Jordan. Just letting you know.
Art Online.
Sorry.
Your mic's really quiet, Jordan.
Code Yif.
I'm on my iPad, by the way.
Yif's
So.
Yeah, don't talk shit on my waifu C2. I can't do this.
Guren Yif.
I guess
No.
if I want to talk about
Wait,
it.
hang on.
I think.
No.
I think we all need like one more each, and then we're done with this.
I've got the perfect one. Avengers Infinity Yif.
Oh no.
Death Yif.
Neon
Avengers
Genesis
Away.
on Galleon.
You know what? I'm gonna just do this. I'll be right back.
Finding Yif.
Oh no.
Neon Yif Evangelion.
Yeah, Evangelion. With Asuka Langley Soyu. Ooh, what's
House of 1,000 Yifs.
Tim and Eric
Yeah.
$1 billion Yif.
All right, we got to be done with this.
Yeah.
We got to be done. We can do this forever.
Delete
There's too
about
many Yifs in my brain.
Okay. I'm gonna just do this switch off.
The amount of cats fucking dogs in my head right now is insane.
Hmm.
It's fucking cats and dogs out there.
It's fucking cats and dogs out there. Mass hysteria.
Okay.
You know, I saw the
Right back.
original Ghostbusters movie 2 years ago when I was 24. Is it like, I don't understand how like little kids or like people who were little kids in like the mid 80s, early 90s were like, that made my childhood. That feels like a movie that was made for adults because these are like 38 plummy dudes.
Which movie?
These kids were like so much more adult back
The
then.
original one from the
Yeah,
80s.
I know, but like
What movie? Sorry.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, the
Oh.
original.
Like at least, or rather, at least with like Indiana Jones, like he's an older dude, but like I can understand because he has like manly virtues. Excuse me.
In the second Indiana Jones, there was a kid. Like,
Oh, wait a minute.
I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
I
Okay.
think the
All right.
effects is what did it. I think like the special effects of the time were
Guys.
kind of like
Look what my webcam is.
He's
No.
gone.
we doing a Smash stream.
So
wait, your webcam.
Boys.
we missed the Yif. It's cool.
Oh,
Guys,
you're
save
playing
for Yif.
Ultimate, nice.
This is your Swish, Jordan.
Because I got a capture card and I guess it detects it as a webcam.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Hey, how about this? I don't know why it's all reversed though.
I'd say be careful if you're playing any music so this doesn't get taken down on YouTube
Oh, it
when
won't
they
play it
upload
out.
it later. Okay.
Yeah.
God, dude, I'm sore as fuck.
Let me see. I'll bring it back real quickly.
Has anybody seen David Hayter doing Big Smoke's order from GTA San Andreas?
Yes, beautiful.
I have not. I have to see that.
I'll have a number 9. A number 9 large.
Oh, why didn't no one do Lord of the Yiffs?
No,
we did.
We missed Cool Cat saves the Yiff.
We got a few good ones in there. I'll be honest.
I think Cool Yiff is better. Cool Yiff.
If we went back to my goblin idea, it would be Lord of the Goblins.
Lord of the
Can
Goblins.
we talk about how great Dirty Dog is?
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
It's the new Daddy Derek creation. It's supposed to be Cool Cat's enemy.
Oh my god, what?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like,
Is he a dog that wears S&M outfits?
He wears a dog suit. It's very... You gotta look it up on YouTube.
It's a dog wearing a
Dude, do they
dog
get into a
suit?
slap fight? Do they like hug each other and shit?
I don't know. It was just like a preview, like
Cat's
introducing
dog out
it.
here.
Listen, Dirty Dog, I may not respect you, but I'm Cool Cat, so I respect you. Hug it
Dogs
out.
are my friends. Identify
What if David
yourself.
Hayter played as Cool Cat?
Oh my fucking god! It's like a bulldog.
You're a bully,
shit.
and I don't like bullies.
He's got a
gun. It's a great video though, because it's clearly
I heard you
Derek
were
bullying.
bullying.
I
Daddy
this
Derek, show
comes
us
off
your
of
book.
Daddy Derek's Twitter.
Hey Adam, I've got an. Oh, I thought. I
Adam,
didn't see.
Oh,
we
no.
were talking about Dirty Dog.
I said we were done, but like Cool Cat yiffs the kids. Oh my God. How could we not have done that?
Now we're all on the FBI watch list now.
Cool Cat, stop.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something that inappropriate.
Hey Adam,
I was like,
what if
Cool Cat? The answer's right there.
Hey
Well,
Adam, what if
we did it.
David Hayter played Cool Cat?
Hmm?
What if David Hayter played Cool Cat?
David Hayter again?
Snake's
Played
voice.
Snake.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I found it, guys. I found it. Whoa.
What? You found what?
Daddy Derek.
Oh, just a picture of Dirty Dog?
No. It's my Switch.
Your Switch. Oh. What are you trying to do here?
Playing a Breath of the Wild, I think.
Mm.
Trying to climb up a cliff, and he
Yeah.
died.
No.
He's doing great at
The speedrunning subreddit posted there's like a new exploit for speedrunners.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I like
So-
speedrunning. I'm not like so invested in it time wise that I can catch up with everything, but I really like Summoning Salt's channel.
I can't.
You've done
I
some
can't
unintentional
speedrun.
ones.
I can. I've tried. Dude, Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, doing the 3-day challenge is impossible unless you know the game inside out, have basically no life.
Like
and
beat it in 3 days?
there's no way you can beat it.
I didn't know it was that long. I haven't beaten it, so.
Well, like,
Oh, no. Beat it in the 3 days in the game.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh.
Like,
Not
How
like
long's
3
a day
days
in the
period.
game?
in Majora's Mask
Like
takes
20
maybe,
minutes.
Whoop. Yeah.
more like
In Majora's Mask, you have
Yeah.
3 days to save the world, or the moon will come and kill everyone.
And then you play
you
the
can
song
always
in
just
time.
set time like Groundhog
Is
Day.
I've never played Majora's Mask though. Is it on a timer or no?
Yes.
Oh, it
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You can like
reset
fail
the
the game and
timer,
have to restart or something.
yeah, if you forget to reset it with the song of time, the moon crashes in. It's just like fuck you.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then
so
the game ends and you have to restart.
it's not a popular opinion, but
No, it
I
goes back to your last save point.
Save, basically. Like, you get to keep all of like the really key items and stuff, and it's not like one of those other Zelda games where it's like you can't progress through the game until you beat this dungeon. Like, when I was a little kid and didn't know shit, I just got the items from the dungeon and just went to the next region. Just reset the entire game. Like, there's no there's no proper chronology. I'm
It's
pronouncing
one
it.
of the first like open world games.
It's Groundhog Day. It's Groundhog Day. You just keep on going back in time if you can.
okay, so it's an unpopular opinion, but I really like the story in Majora's Mask, but I'm not too big on the gameplay itself.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's because it was all taken straight from Ocarina of Time, pretty much.
It was
Demon
supposed
Stone
to be, I think, an expansion pack, but somebody at Nintendo bet Shigeru Miyamoto. this is just like the legend behind it, rumor. I can't confirm if this is true. Like, we're just gonna make another game. I'm just gonna make another game out of this, but I'm just going to pimp up Ocarina of Time's game engine. Is that cool? Miyamoto said sure.
You can actually kind of see because like people will point out that like the sign above the ranch in Majora's Mask, if you actually leave a little bit like outside the boundary and if you read the sign, it actually doesn't say the ranch. It's from a different game. It's from Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, I mean,
So
like,
they didn't even change
they're
it.
running on the same engine.
Yeah,
It's a shame. I really wish they did.
I played the Game Boy version of Ocarina of Time.
I did see a very
Oracle of Ages, right?
I saw a very unfortunate glitch on a Majora's Mask speedrun. Like, if you enter the water as a Goron, you die. But this guy like wound up in a bottom of the water, and he can't get out, and he can't turn back from a Goron into anything else. So he's just stuck there forever, and his speedrun is ruined.
I fucking love Gorons.
Yeah.
They're so doofy looking, and I love them.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a lot of old games I need to play.
Huh?
Oh, I'm just gonna roll over here.
Have you seen the?
My family's dying.
Have you seen the Oblivion speedruns?
I can only imagine they're amazing.
The guy beats it by literally you just glitch through specific parts of the wall, and you like go in the void between areas of the map and kind of fall between them. It's
That's what Pokemon speedrunners will do.
I've been playing Oblivion
recently. Man, but
enough.
I mean, speedruns are amazing and all, but
Adam, you
That's
did
why I
an
like
unintentional
GDQ.
speed run of Michigan. Report from hell.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. I really man, I just hope I'm pissed off that MCC doesn't save my achievements. Because I want to speed run that shit and get the goat roped achievement.
The goat rope.
What are you talking about?
What's
Master Chief Collection?
Oh.
Oh, Master Chief. Okay.
Maybe they'll fix it when it comes to Steam.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're doing, and I just want a working game that I paid for like 6 years ago or whatever.
Right.
It's just, I feel like there's certain
They're bringing
games.
Reach to it, right?
Yeah, Reach is coming. That's gonna be the first one. They're releasing them in chronological order in terms of like where they appear in the Halo time.
Apparently, that like you can stop the game on a console and then continue it on the PC.
Oh,
but
that's awesome.
they haven't. As far as I know, there's no plans to do like cross-play. Because that would be really cool. Because I could play it on PC and Scoot could play on the Xbox or whatever, Xbone. That'd be
I think
nice,
they have said it, but I think I don't know. It's usually because Xbox usually wants to do cross-play. Like I think usually like PlayStation is usually the problem, but like with this, I don't know if PC or Steam is ready for the cross-play.
They might just not want to do it because there's like an advantage to playing on the PC.
Yeah.
Using a mouse instead of a joystick.
Well, I feel like if you want to do that, then you could just make it where it's controller only.
Halo's always cranked up the aim assist, though.
You remember Game for Windows Live?
Don't you talk about
I hated it.
Like since Games for Windows Live got shut down, it pretty much killed Lost Planet and Lost Planet 2.
Dang.
Did anyone ever run Mass Effect? I feel like that's one of those.
People speedrun every game.
Speedrun all 3 Mass Effects.
Yeah, but that's a game I feel like you shouldn't, because then how else do you build your relationship with Garrus if you speedrun it?
No, I'm going to speedrun the entire game while having sex with every character.
Yeah,
let's begin.
You can totally do that in Mass Effect. No, for me, I don't really like speedrunning because I like to take time with my games and just enjoy them.
Well, you can still do that and then speedrun.
Most games I speedrun are games that I've beaten a million times. Like I can't imagine you speedrunning a game the first time you played it.
Well, you couldn't. You need to know the game. You need to know where to go and what to do.
There's segments and routes.
It's really more about, or at least to me, about how well I am skilled at the game, how well I know it from inside out. It's kind of like and how fast I can beat it given the limitations and whatnot. It's really more of a test of my ability and my commitment.
Well, there can be limitations, though.
Speaking of game skill, did you all see the memes where it was like PlayStation 5's deep learning software may be able to tell you just how bad you are at games? And then it shows like the Sony logo and like a bunch of like Polygon, Kotaku, IGN being like, it smells like bitch in here.
Oh gosh. I like
Smells
that.
Fucking
I get
bitch in
killed
here.
by fucking 12-year-old kids in Fortnite every day. I know how bad I am as a gamer.
Oh,
Apparently
what
someone beat the first Uncharted in 26 minutes.
What?
Wow. No
sweet.
way. That's crazy.
We're just running through walls.
Apparently, the world record for Mario Odyssey is like exactly 1 hour, like down to the second.
Damn.
Is that fully complete, or is it just like main story quest?
Main stuff, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's yeah. I mean, the game is pretty quick, honestly. Like when I played it, like the main story.
I like that Breath of the Wild, you can literally just skip right to Ganon.
Yeah.
I mean,
You just walk right up to the castle and you're like, fuck you, Ganon. And then he just claps his ass cheeks and die.
You're going to get killed, though. Like, bam. We can give you the clap. Bam.
People beat Oblivion in 3 minutes and 23 seconds.
I know, guys.
I never even beat Oblivion. I got tired. Like, this is so petty of me and so stupid, but this is the reason why I quit Oblivion. I played a few hours and I hated the chat game where you had to like manage the orange thing and make the people like that killed the immersion. Like that's why I like Skyrim. I can just have like a menu where I get to pick an option and guide the conversation from there. I don't need this like weird sort of puzzle game to like convince people to like.
Great about Oblivion is you don't have to play that. You could just be like, "Fuck that shit! I'm going to the Shivering Isles. I got to get one shot by the Gatekeeper because it's the best DLC. Fuck the rest of the game."
Yeah, I know. I'm otherwise missing out on an incredibly great game.
Sadly enough,
never bothered me because you can go through it super fast.
I'm not a real fan of those kinds of games.
Yeah,
I never finished it because my fat PS3 melted because it overheated.
The thing is, I actually like started Oblivion like after Skyrim was released, and I was like, I'm gonna go back to Skyrim because
honestly, Skyrim is better. I'm sorry. I know
Skyrim is better.
Elder Scrolls game. And I like traditional RPGs, don't get me wrong. I play a lot of, well, maybe not WRPGs, but I play a lot of Japanese RPGs. But like, I like traditional and I like complexity. I like the typical RPG elements, but in like Morrowind, I just felt a bit so overwhelmed. Whereas Skyrim, it's much more streamlined and it's much easier. I don't really like how there's no classes. In Skyrim, you just basically have to just be creative and create one on your own based on your experiences. But that kind of adds the immersion to the game. I don't need to be limited to just one specific class.
Hey, listen, man. Maybe you just need to get good.
I do. That too.
Skyrim is a fantastic game.
I really like the Oblivion memes.
Oblivion memes are great.
You're coming with me.
You violated the law.
Stop right there.
Why won't you die?
Oh, Adam, you nailed it.
Yeah.
What are they called? There's like these two brothers. Brothers, something like that. They like recreate Oblivion cutscenes in real life.
Yeah,
I was waiting.
Those are so good.
Swimming through the pool is the best.
He like swims in a weird way. He makes the faces.
There's a Fallout.
He like eats the poison apple.
One of my favorite ones is
he like slumps in his chair.
There's a meme out there where there's like some guy that's like aiming a rifle at fucking at like some furries at a con, and then it just like takes the like text like block from when you're speaking to the burned man in Fallout New Vegas, just being like, we can't expect God to do all the work.
Oh yeah. That's a great reaction image.
Oh, I just got one. Yifapon.
No.
Ooh.
Nice.
We can't.
The bye-bye Yif.
Baba Yiff. Oh,
I know who yiffed me.
The spy who yiffed me.
I know who you yiffed last summer.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Jam.
Oh no, yiff breakers.
Heads up. I got people showing up in probably like 10 minutes. So
all right.
Right, yeah. So Adam, I actually have a question regarding TIFF, Toronto International Film Festival, because I'm actually going to be going there for the first time this year. Yeah, and my question is that when you're ordering the tickets, like are you able to pick what movies you want to see there, like as you're ordering the tickets, or do you have to wait until a later time to pick the movies that are announced?
Get a membership. The cheapest one is like $100 or whatever. Get one of those. Then you'll be able to purchase your tickets ahead of general public sales. Basically, you'll get an email, and you'll have like a window of time. They'll be like, okay, you can purchase your tickets from like 9 a.m. on Eastern time on August something. Usually at the end of August or something, I'm pretty sure. And so usually the schedule is released like a week before that or something. So as soon as the schedule comes out, make a big spreadsheet of like everything you want to see and line everything up in the way that you want it, and make sure you list like alternative showings for each of the things you want to see, because if one of them's sold out and it fucks up your schedule, you have to and you just want to make sure that you're able to like buy them as soon as possible and figure that out.
Right, and they'll announce like what movie's going to be shown at TIFF like before they start selling tickets.
Yeah, they'll announce the lineup, and then they'll announce the schedule, and then you'll have your ticket window, and you just want to make sure you get those as soon as you can.
All right.
So usually the ones that sell out are like the bigger screenings closer towards the beginning of the festival. So if it's like a big movie and it's like the first few days, then you should almost plan for those to be sold out.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. So if they're doing it like a week ahead of time, like before tickets go on sale, then yeah, that should definitely work for me.
Yeah. Yeah, like organizing my TIFF schedule is like last year it took me like 13 hours. Just an entire day of organizing my schedule and figuring out like what movies do I want to see? When am I going to fit them in? You know, like always plan for like the show to maybe start like 20 to 30 minutes after it says it will, and then factor that into your time, and then Google Maps each of the theaters and figure out how long it takes to get to each of them. But a lot of the showings, I guess in like 3 of the theaters now, they do like reserved seating, so you don't have to worry about lining up. But anything that doesn't have reserved seating,
that's
if you want really good seats, then probably try to line up like an hour before the show starts at least. Depending on the theater too, because like some of the theaters are like huge, and the line goes like literally all the way around the block, like back to the start, pretty much. So you like some of them you want to show up even earlier, but
yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting going to TIFF, since I've never been outside of the States before. So
it's a good reason. You got your passport and everything.
Yeah,
Toronto's an amazing city. I think you'll
cool.
really like it.
Yeah, hit up the Rivoli.
What kind of good bars are there?
Sorry, I was looking at that. I was looking at the Lefebvre Bros again, and so have you ever heard of the High Elves?
That's a really, really great meme, though.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I have never seen voice acting like What's in Oblivion ever. It's like it's not bad, but it's not bad.
The guy who did a lot of those voices did a really good AMA on Reddit. If you look it up,
there's a guy called Young Scrolls, and he cuts up audio from the Elder Scrolls games and turns them into songs. And one of the best ones he did is he took the annoying fan from Elder Scrolls 4 and cut that up into like a synthwave like love ballad.
I don't know if it was Oblivion, but there was a voice acting editing error where you talk to someone and then in the middle, and then right after she says her line, you hear the voice actor say, "Let me try that line again." In the game, they left that in.
It is really funny, and the lip doesn't know what to do, so she just stands there with her mouth open.
I
Yeah,
think the
it's
movie had
so
some
awkward.
production.
Police. Adam,
You violated the law.
Adam. I've always wanted to ask.
All right, I gotta go, guys.
Hang on. Let's wait for that.
Also, just in the wind.
Yeah, I was
I've
about to
always
make a
wanted-
Ralph
hang
joke.
on. I've always
Yes.
wanted to ask you, what was the catalyst of you becoming a film addict?
Can you what was the catalyst for me becoming a film addict? That's what you're asking?
Yeah, like was it when you were younger? When you were younger, did it just hit something
Yeah.
in you?
I mean, just like as I was growing up, I just became I spent a lot of time watching movies, and I really enjoyed them. When I was like 13, I went through a lot of horror films. There was like a video rental store that had a deal of like 7 movies, 7 days, $7 for like the old VHS movies, and so every week I would pay $7 and come back with a bunch of VHS movies and watch them all, and and then DVDs came out. I watched all the special features and everything, and was always really interested. Would always like watch through all the commentaries and.
What about music? What was your obviously because you do so much music?
I started out like there's footage of me playing piano in diapers pretty much. So like even before lessons, I was always kind of like interested in it.
That's cool.
And took lessons at an early age for piano. I think I was like 6 years old or something. I was like I was composing my own stuff at that age pretty much. Not anything with lyrics, but just like little things on the piano, and then like pretty much taught myself every other instrument, and just I've always enjoyed music.
Do you think if you made a film, you would be the composer of it?
I would like. Well, I mean, I would either have a soundtrack that I'm in control of, or I would compose the music. Either way.
Hey,
like a Robert Rodriguez.
Speaking of music, my friend found some band that we enjoyed. Here's like this.
Adam, I was going to say your "I Was a Kid Once" video was a really interesting one to watch.
Thank you. Yeah, I like. There were a couple comments of like, you shouldn't post that on the internet. It's like, I don't care. My life is public anyway. Like what about all the footage that they get for like documentaries of people like Kurt Cobain? They show a bunch of shit of him as a kid. Like, I don't care.
It's great to see the human side of people and to know that they grew up like you did.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah. I don't think I could do it, by the way. Obviously, in some respects, you aren't famous. I could imagine for you, on a daily basis, you don't have everybody notice you, but you have a distinct people who do notice you. But I don't even think I could do that. I think I wouldn't even like I don't know, because you must be proud of what you do. I think it would be different if you weren't proud of what you do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I posted it thinking that like people who watch me would probably enjoy it.
Right.
Seems like most people did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was it was great.
I was a child once.
I don't believe you.
I never tell anybody. Black Dynamite was a children too.
I had short hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that threw me off.
Gosh, yeah, it'd be weird to see you without long hair, honestly.
Yo, Adam, I actually have a question for you. This is going to be a weird flex and probably a really dumb question, but you've heard of Go Jesus, right?
Yeah.
You've watched his videos?
Yeah, I met him at a con once.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Really? Here's the dumb part. So, I'm doing a podcast with him. Would you be open to it?
You're doing a podcast with him in the sense that you're both co-hosts and you're asking me to come on as a guest?
Sure.
Sure?
Okay.
Yeah, at some point. I don't like... We'll have to plan far in advance. I'm a busy boy, but I can...
Oh, that's
I can do that
fine.
at some point.
I'm doing a whole bunch of shit. I have to plan some stuff for Anime Expo. He just got done the semester in college, and he's got a bunch of stuff to do. So I'll definitely message him on Discord. I can hit you up on Facebook about it and talk to you there about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. cool. Thanks, man. I actually didn't.
Hey, Jared.
But okay.
Squat up.
Jeremy, I like the look of your room. You have a very intriguing houseful room.
This is my parents' basement.
It's his man cave.
Yeah.
The man
The
cave.
man
cave.
Oh yeah,
boy cave.
Cooper Pride. Let's go.
Boy cave.
So,
What'd you say?
Adam, you have a Blu-ray collection, right?
No.
Are you gonna?
Well,
You're gonna
well,
update the Blu-ray
I mean,
collection?
besides the Blu-rays, do you collect other types of movies and stuff?
There's some that there's some that I have on VHS and DVD, either collector's edition things or because they
Or
aren't
Neil
on
Breen
Blu-ray.
collector's edition?
Yeah.
And yeah, I collect
10
vinyl too. Certain
Like
soundtracks
10,
that I
10
like.
copies, 10 copies of
Yeah.
Suburban Sasquatch.
Heck
Well,
yeah.
I saw the
Hey,
one tweet where just like quick thing is like they said that 4K and 1080p weren't different, and then you said they were blind. I saw that recently.
Yeah, that was Scoot.
But
That
anyway.
was Scoot's Twitter account that I responded
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
Scoot
Fuck
McGee.
you. I have a good
Adam,
setup.
have you ever-
He's watched shit at my house. He's watched like fucking Planet Earth 2 and Blue Planet 2 and 4K at my house. How can you say that? It
No
looks
difference.
massively different.
Because it's Scoot. You can't take a. I
He's
feel like
blind.
he's something.
Dirty
Blind man
rat.
watching films. He's pretending. He's actually blind. He's pretending that he can see the films with you.
Well, that
Scoot
explains his video game playing ability.
Scoot is a national treasure. I will not stand for this.
That was not.
I've been a little curious about this for a while, but it's like it's cool if you don't want to answer because it's a little bit personal. But it's like I understand the shit went down with like Mark way back, but it's like, do you still talk? Are you friends at all still, or nah?
No, not at all. If he decided to be honest and not like smear me online and say a bunch of shit that's completely contradictory to everything that's posted that he said before, then that might be the case. But he really did not.
Yeah. Okay. So you just kind of burned the bridge. Yeah.
I find it sad when people do that.
There's some people that you have to let go from your life. You know, unfortunately, like I really enjoyed being.
Yes, you do. 100%.
I'm with them.
Sorry
but
to ask.
I'll
I think
say,
we've all
Adam,
had those
you're.
experiences. I think
Yeah.
everybody's had an experience. Even if
Yeah.
you love that person, they might not be good for you ultimately. So you have to.
Yeah,
Do it.
I mean, otherwise it wouldn't have gone on for like 2 years, right?
That's kind of it's part of growing up. It's learning that sometimes
one of those things.
just don't
We're on
work.
this ball.
You have to move on.
Yeah. Sorry to ask this. How long have you and
We're on a
Mark
ball.
been friends prior?
2 or more years?
Oh, so you guys didn't go way back.
No.
That's a friendship that wouldn't be too bad to let go of.
It's still unfortunate.
Yeah, but it happens to everyone. Everyone at some point has that happen. I think it's part of life. You learn how to live and grow.
The fastest friendship that I destroyed was this kid who treated me like a piece of shit. Oh, I destroyed it personally because he treated me like a piece of shit. He was calling me a dumb motherfucker to my face. So I stood up and I slammed my fist right into his chest.
Jesus.
And...
Hey, you got to go for the jaw.
Oh, I'm not that violent.
Yeah,
That
go
was more
like
of a
Jeff the
warning.
Killer. Go riff the chest.
Yeah, sure. I would like to
Stop the heart.
I find the ones that are the hardest to get over or accept are when it just gradually happens and there is no reason why people grow apart. It just happens. Because you can't pinpoint why.
The funniest part was
no. I think it's primarily we get different moralities and we have different like what we believe is right. So, for instance, I feel incredibly guilty if I do anything wrong. And I feel like some people do it for themselves. Some people live this world for themselves. And if someone around me is doing it always for themselves, it's not healthy for me to be around that person.
Yeah, I don't like those kinds of people.
It's like for me, I kind of like I honestly prefer it if it was if like you drift apart. Because it's like then you can like reconnect and have that like fun time of like, wow, man, remember this, and like you have
it depends on because of the lessons you learn. Sometimes the
I don't know
brutality
about
of it makes you learn.
Yeah, depends on the person. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's how it goes with people I know usually.
This is already like it's all out there. If you want to know what happened, just go to the archive, the Synecdoche, New York editing stream on my Twitch channel. You can see every comment that he made there from his Twitch account, which completely contradicts at this point, obviously. But you can see everything that he says then that when he before he decided to just completely go back and backpedal and just make shit up about me. So, any other questions or comments?
I got one comment from the siren.
quite.
I got one comment from the siren. As an American, Ralph is unique in how he pronounces things. That's on him. We do not.
He doesn't give a shit if he's wrong.
Ralph.
Yeah.
I don't know where the hell he got some of those from.
Yeah. He's got a very American attitude.
He's got a very.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean, man?
He's got a very East Coast attitude.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean, man?
Represent.
Well, I didn't quite finish what I was gonna say, but like a little bitch, that guy tried to kick me in the nuts, and I just like jumped back, and he didn't even try it again.
Let go of my purse.
Yeah.
How old were you?
Me? I'm like 22, dude.
No, then. How old were you then?
Oh, when I was like 12 years old, dude.
Right.
It did not feel good being called a dumb motherfucker.
No,
you know what?
I guess not.
I'm 12. How can I fuck mothers?
Oh man.
But, Colin.
You know what?
Name.
I'm not gonna hold back his name, but Andrew Telez, if you're listening to this, you can go shove it.
It's all right. You're only 12. You might have grown.
If you have not changed, you can shove it.
It'd be different if he was like a 30-year-old. Then that's a different conversation.
What are you doing, man?
Me?
Oh yeah. Adam, I've always wanted to ask you this. You know Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah.
Do you feel like he has the potential of being an incredible actor?
I've never seen him do a great job. He's kind of like, I don't know. He's
a weird do a bad job.
If he ever does a great job in a movie, I'll blame the director.
Fair enough. Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Actual cannibal, Shia LaBeouf.
He's crazy.
I don't know. I feel like there's something about him.
Like in Fury and stuff, like he like ripped his own tooth out and shit. But I feel like that's just the crazy thing.
But that's him being just like this weird tortured artist character. Like that's more of a performance in reality than it is a performance itself.
Good point.
Like you've seen like all of his weird artistic side projects where he like rips people off, essentially.
I see what you're saying, but don't you feel like the unique people in reality, those very unique actors that do craziness, do have something quite raw about them when they're on camera that give them a magnetization of watching them?
Anyway, yeah, I just got a text. People are almost here, so I got to end the stream. Any other like quick questions, comments that I can answer like super quick before ending?
Thanks for what you do. Thanks for what you do. It's very good.
Adam, can you mail me a hug coupon? A coupon that just says one hug.
Sure. Message me on Patreon.
See you later, man.
See you later, man, guys.
Thank you guys so much. Sorry the started so late. I apologize.
All right, bye.
Yeah,
it's all good.
The one next month will be closer to the end of the month because I'm going to be away during the beginning of the month. So.
Hold on.
I have a question, but I DM'd you on Patreon. And I'm about to DM you on Facebook.
Okay.
So, all right. Thanks for So thanks for agreeing. I'm actually
Adam.
At all of the
Your
Facebook.
gift sucks.
Very fucking hard.
Yeah.
I'm thankful that you've been able to put up with my shit for this long. So
not a problem.
Yeah. Thanks, dude. I'll see you around.
Thank you all for the support. Catch you guys,
man.
Of course.
Have a fun night, I suppose.
Maybe. I'm a handsome boy and a YMS boy.
Yes.
Rise up.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Peace out.
Gamers, rise up.